Hello friends and welcome back. Today I'll be sharing with you how we crochet this cat's head. For the materials you'll need a grey color of yarn, scrap yarn in black and pink, crochet hook 3mm, a scissors, tapestry needle and 3 stitch markers. We begin by making a loop. We are crocheting the ears first. Now chain 2. Then use your stitch marker to mark this loop on the hook. In the second stitch of this chain, we'll be single crocheting 6 stitches. Before we continue, tighten that yarn and make a knot. And cut the extra yarn. We are now into our second round. Change the position of your stitch marker. And in this stitch where the stitch marker was, we'll be inserting a single crochet, followed by a second single crochet into the next stitch. And into our third stitch, we'll be inserting 2 single crochets. Now repeat this all the way around. Third round, we are still increasing. The first stitch, we insert a single crochet. Second stitch is also a single crochet. The third stitch, we insert a single crochet. Then we do an increase into our fourth stitch by inserting 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So repeat this all the way around. Fourth round, still doing an increase. Insert a single crochet into the first stitch, a single crochet into the second stitch. The third stitch is also a single crochet. And into our fourth stitch, we do a single crochet. And into the fifth stitch, we insert 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Repeat these all the way around and your total number of stitches should go up to 12. Fifth round, it's a single crochet into our first stitch, a single crochet into our second stitch. The third stitch is also a single crochet. And the fourth stitch, we insert a single crochet. The fifth stitch is a single crochet. And into our sixth stitch, we insert 2 single crochets for an increase. 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Repeat this up to the end of this round. Now we've just completed crocheting one piece of the ear, and this is how you finish up. You chain 1 and then you cast off. But for the second ear, we are not casting off, nor are we chaining 1. We just chain 2, and then we attach into this first ear we've already created by just single crocheting into the next stitch after the last one. Just make a single crochet to that stage. Now continue this way, single crocheting into 14 stitches. After single crocheting the 14 stitches, cut off this long piece of yarn we don't need. And to the other side of the chain 2, we'll be inserting a single crochet. So single crochet into the first stage of that chain. Then a single crochet into the next stage of that chain. Now continue to the next piece of the ear, and into the next stage we'll be inserting a single crochet and a single crochet all the way around the next 14 stitches. At the end of this round, all the stitches should total up to 32. To continue with the 7th round, now we need our extra 2 stitch markers. Now change the position of your stitch marker and secure that hook that it doesn't fall out. And now we'll be counting 8 stitches, and on the 9th stitch we insert a stitch marker. From the next stage where the stitch marker is, we count 16 stitches. And insert the second stitch marker here. Now let's continue. So we'll be single crocheting all these 8 stitches up to where the 9th stitch is. The 9th stitch is where the stitch marker is. So just do a single crochet up to the first stitch marker. Okay, now we remove our stitch marker, and in this stage, the 9th stage, we'll be inserting a single crochet followed by the next single crochet. So we are doing an increase, and then you single crochet again up to the 2nd stitch marker and insert 2 single crochets into the same stitch, and then single crochet 7 stitches. 8th round, change the position of your stitch marker, and using our 2 extra stitch markers, you count 9 stitches and insert our first stitch marker into our 10th stitch. And then count again, and into the 17th stitch you insert the 2nd stitch marker. Where we insert the stitch markers, we are doing 2 single crochets into the same stitch, and the rest we just single crochet. Now single crochet into the next 9 stitches, And into our 10th stage, we're inserting 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Now repeat inserting a single crochet up to our 2nd stitch marker, and then you do an increase, then single crochet. 9th round, repeating the same thing, we're still doing an increase round. This time around, we insert our stitch marker into the 11th stitch. And the next stitch marker, we insert it into our 18th stitch. Now insert a single crochet into the next 10 stitches. And now for an increase, we need to insert 2 single crochets into this 11th stitch. Now repeat this, inserting a single crochet up to the next stitch marker. You insert 2 single crochet and then a single crochet up to the end of this round. Now in this round, we're inserting a single crochet all the way around, and your total number of stitches should total up to 38. And repeat this for the 11th round all the way to the 15th round. Now this is how our piece looks so far. Now we begin decreasing. Using our 2 stitch markers again, we'll be inserting the first stitch marker into the 11th stitch. Then skip 1 stitch and count 18 stitches and insert your stitch marker into the 18th stitch. But make sure to skip 1 stitch after the stitch marker. Insert our 2nd stitch marker to the 18th stitch. For the 16th round, we are inserting a single crochet into the next 10 stitches. And into this stitch with a stitch marker, the stitch with the stitch marker, which is this one, we single crochet together. So this stitch and the next stitch, we single crochet them together. That's a decrease. So this is how we do a decrease. Now repeat single crocheting all the way up to where the stitch marker is. Then you do another single crochet decrease. Then single crochet up to the end. The total number of stitches goes down. Round 17th, we're repeating the same thing, but this time round, we're inserting our first stitch marker into the 10th stage. That's the 10th single crochet of the previous round. And the next stitch marker, we'll be inserting it, skip one, and then you insert it into the 17th stitch. So the 17th single crochet of the previous round. And where we have the stitch markers, we're doing a decrease. Just continue repeating the same thing. So a single crochet for the next 10 stitches. Then where the stitch marker is, you do a decrease. Then continue single crocheting all the way up to where the second stitch marker is and do another decrease, then single crochet up to the end of the round. And total number of stitches should go down to 34. Eighteenth round, still doing a decrease. Now we insert our stitch marker into the 9th single crochet of the previous round and the second stitch marker into the 10th stitch. So you skip one, then count 10 and then insert your stitch marker into the 10th stitch. Sorry, into the 16th stitch, not the 10th one. So single crochet, one in every stitch up to where our stitch marker is. Then we single crochet this 9th and the 10th stitch together. Repeat that, single crocheting in all the other 15 stitches and the 16th and 17th stitch, single crochet together. 19th round. In this round, things are different. We're single crocheting 2 stitches together. First and the second stitch, single crochet together. So this is a repetition for the whole round. We're doing a drastic decrease. Total number of stitches should go down to 16. After the 19th round, secure your loop with that stitch marker and we'll be stuffing our piece tightly by using enough stuffings. Now next round, 20th round, we'll be doing a single crochet into the first stitch. Into the second stitch, we insert a single crochet and in every stitch around. So our total number of stitches will remain 16. Next round, which is the 21st round, we are single crocheting 2 stitches together. So the first stitch and the second stitch, we single crochet together. We are doing a decrease for the whole round by single crocheting 2 stitches together. So repeat this all the way around and your total number of stitches should add up to 8. We are done and we need to cast off but leave enough piece of yarn for closing this opening. Now using your tapestry needle, close this opening as shown. Now in this part of the crochet tutorial, I'll be showing you how I embroider the eyes. Just watch how I'm doing and repeat the same thing. Keep in mind that the eyes are parallel to the ears. And for the eyes, we're using the black scrap yarn. Now repeat the same thing on the other side for the next eye. After we've completed the eyes, we need to embroider the nose using our pink scrap yarn. And this is how I do it. So you just watch and do the same thing. Next, we need to embroider this cuteness under the eyes using the same pink scrap yarn. Now using your black scrap yarn again, let's embroider the mouth and the whiskers. So just watch carefully how I'm doing it, take your time, and just repeat the same thing. We add the whiskers on the other side. Now cut all the rest of the yarn out